Okay, I'd like to call to order the regular council meeting of August 8th, 2011. Mr. Spagna, would you please call the roll?
Allen.
Here.
Dixon. Gibbons.
Here.
Cannon.
Present.
Harrison.
Present.
McLean.
Here.
Mowry.
Here.
O'Brien.
Present.
Pape.
Here.
8 members present. This time, can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we have no chair announcements this evening. We'll turn to the reports of the officials and the librarians report.
Good evening. My name is Christine. I'm the director of Your Public Library, where we provide services to inform, inspire, and enrich the community. I wanted to say thank you to the residents who answered our call for new board members and welcome our newest board member, Al Hatala, who joined us in July. We will be interviewing 2 other potential board members in early September. I know we have some vacancies coming up at the end of the year, so if anyone's interested, you can just send me a letter of interest. I wanted to introduce a new format. This is called a Playaway View. It's an all-in-one video player. The library just purchased 10 or 12 of these. Currently we have the Playaway Views that have classic children's titles on them, like this is Sylvester and the Magic Pebble. They are about the size of a GPS device. They come with a power pack. You can plug them in. And in these last few weeks before school goes back, if your kids are bored and it's too hot to play outside, this is a great activity. They are only available currently in the library. They're not available for retail sale, so if you want to come in, you can borrow them for a week. And also I wanted to remind you that the library does have free downloadable e-books, as Kathy knows, with her Sony e-reader. We support Sony e-reader, the Kobo, the Nook, iPad and iPhone. The only device currently not compatible is Kindle, but we expect Kindle to come aboard by the end of the year. And if you've ever sat and downloaded items to your reader, you know you can spend like $100 or $150 in a half hour on 8 to 10 titles, or you could access the library's catalog and download them for free. Summer reading programs are coming to a close. In fact, we had our swim party, annual swim party at the Y last Friday, but if you missed that, don't worry. For those who participated in the summer reading programs, there is free bowling at AMF Lanes on Washington Road on Tuesday, August 16th at 10 o'clock. There's no registration necessary. Just drop in and enjoy some free bowling. We will be teaching an e-library class where you will learn how to navigate the library's webpage, how to use the catalog, how to access the online databases, which are great for up-to-date medical information especially. You'll learn how to use the My Account feature where you can go in and request an item, pay a fine. You can look at your reading history or create a wish list. And on to fundraising. I wanted to congratulate Cheryl Smith, who is the winner of our Christmas in July lottery wreath. As you recall, I talked about this last month. We had 50 instant lottery tickets tied to a wreath for $2 a chance. You got a chance to win. And she won and called us and said that she won $23 and a few free lottery tickets, and she had a great time scratching them off. We are currently selling fall bulbs through September 10th, and they'll be delivered in the beginning or mid-October for planting. And that's about it. For more information on these or any of the other programs and services offered at the library, you can check out our website at bethelparklibrary.org. Any questions?
Any questions?
Thank
you
you
very much. At this time, we turn to the police chief's report and Chief Mackey.
Thank you, Mr. Mowry. Good evening, everyone. I guess before I get started, I'd like to ask Mr. Mowry and the mayor if they could join me up here real quick.
We in trouble?
Okay. Actually, yes. Put your hands behind your back.
Just in case that's the mayor, he's more important.
You're the right to right.
Tonight's one of those fun nights for me because I actually get to pass out a little bit of money. Every year, the Police Merit Award Foundation awards scholarships to some of the students of Bethel Park police department employees. And tonight is that night. And I will, since the mayor is higher ranking, he gets the check, and Mr. Mowry can have the certificate. I'm looking around. I think I only see one of our students here, so he'll actually have 4 times the amount of airtime tonight to talk to the folks out there. But our first recipient, who I do not see here, is Keely Cristiano, and she is the daughter of Officer Dean Cristiano. So I will put that one aside. This afternoon, I presented a check to Justine Modrak, who is the daughter of School Resource Officer Jim Modrak. She unfortunately had to work tonight because she's going to do a semester over in Italy. So she needed to make more money than we're passing on tonight. The third recipient is John Simsick. He is the son of our traffic officer, John Simsick, and I know they're on vacation. So we have one remaining, and like I said, he gets a full 20 minutes of airtime tonight. Andrew Roberts, who is the son of one of our dispatchers, Warren Roberts. Andrew, come on up. The mayor will hand you a check. That's your scholarship money, and Mr. Mowry has a certificate for you. And if you would like, I will turn the microphone over to you, and you can let the folks know what you're doing. Okay.
Hi, I'm Andrew Roberts. I am currently a student of music at the Penn State School of Music at University Park in State College, PA. I'm playing trombone, and I'm a music education student, which has a pretty hefty workload. I'm pretty busy all the time. I did blue band last year, so I marched in the marching band, and it's been a really great experience so far. I've been learning a lot, meeting a lot of people, making a lot of good friends and all that. So I'm very happy to accept this, and a big thanks to the Bethel Park Police Department.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Mowry. I don't want to say anything, but I'm a Pitt graduate. My son teaches music at the University of Pittsburgh, but we'll still give you your money anyhow. The envelope is not blank, but congratulations and thanks for being here. I just have a couple more items for you this evening. On Community Day is Saturday, September 10th, and of course the police department will offer child identifications. We're also going to have another table set up to sign up people for Crime Watch, which is going very well. As I've spoken in the last couple months, we are bringing the Crime Watch program back stronger than ever. We are signing up a lot of volunteers, and it has worked out tremendously in the last couple months. We've had Crime Watch captains call in and helped us solve crimes, and that's what it's all about. So there will be a table set up at Community Day, and if you're so inclined, please come and sign up. We also have a Crime Watch meeting scheduled for Monday, September 12th at 6:30, and that'll be at the Bethel Park Community Center. And speaking of Community Day, we're going to bring back another old tradition, and that is softball games between the police department and fire department. Now, I stopped at the fire hall the other day. They had a big bucket of softballs, and I saw the guys trying to hide their gloves and bats. They didn't want us to think that they were practicing for the game, but that's okay. We have a couple of practices scheduled too. That game will take place at 3 o'clock, and in the meantime, Officer Brigatti obviously feels that we're getting younger and stronger on the police department, so he went ahead and scheduled a second game for us. And he did so before the fire department game. So at noon, we are going to play the WTAE All-Stars. So, we invite you to come out and watch a couple good ball games, hopefully. I really debated on whether I should speak to this last one or not, because the Bethel Park Police Pals and the Bethel Park Recreation Department have teamed up to provide the community with an opportunity to go to a Pirate game at a reduced rate. We should probably offer free tickets the way things have been going. But anyhow, if you go to the Bethel Park website, there are 3 games available. Friday, August 19th against Cincinnati, and the fans receive a T-shirt. Monday, September 5th, Houston Astros, and Sunday, September 25th, Cincinnati Reds again, and that's a kid's growth chart. So again, log on to the Bethel Park website, and you'll see there are tickets available. And that's all I have this evening.
Any discussion? Thank you very much, Chief. At this time, we turn to the Fire Chief's report. We have a new face this evening.
Thank you. I'm obviously not the chief, Lieutenant Rich Runsky. Basically, for the month of July, it was a good month. I'm saying good. We didn't have a lot of fires, which is always good. We had a total of 37 calls. 20 of them which were false alarms, only 7 fires, and 8 good intent calls, a couple miscellaneous. And basically it's been a good month. So with as hot as it is out, we really expect more brush fires, so people are watching, people are doing good.
Okay. Is there any discussion from council? Thank you very much. At this time, can we turn to the mayor's report? And Mayor Morton. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, everybody, and everybody at home. We do have 3 items tonight, or 4. We'll get through this as quickly as we can. I want to call Ben Brownfield up here right now. Ben is sitting back here in his scout uniform, and Ben is working on a very interesting Eagle project. And that project has been going on for a few weeks now. And basically what it is, it's Operation Troop Appreciation. It's collecting things that we can send to our troops overseas. And so Ben's going to fill you in a little bit on that and hopefully get you to participate somewhat.
Thanks a lot, Mayor Morton. For my project, I'm collecting things to send to U.S. troops serving in Afghanistan. And it's things that the military doesn't supply, like snacks and toiletries. And if you'd like to donate anything, we're going to have a box in the community center lobby until the 21st. And then on this Saturday, the 13th, we're going to have a collection drive outside of Rite Aid and South Park Shops. And you can buy things in the store and donate them to us as we're standing outside. And thanks a lot.
Ben is being very modest. He's collected a lot of things already. As a matter of fact, I got contacted by the family and kind of promoted this with the older folks who come to the Sunday afternoon musicals over at the community center, and they came in yesterday with their arms full, and we appreciate that and appreciate what you're doing too, Ben, and wish you the very most. So you can put do you have those boxes elsewhere?
We have one at our house, but not
Okay, so if you have something you do want to donate, there's a list, and you can just go to the community center and put it in the box. All right? Good luck to you. Okay. We're going to run through the birthdays now very quickly. We have one more thing after that to deal with. For those of you who may be here for the first time, or those folks at home may not be tuning in or have not tuned in and don't know we do this, but every month we wish happy birthday to all the people that we've been able to identify who are 90 years and older. And it's amazing how many we have. Like this month we have 8 people living in Bethel Park who are over 90 years old that we know of. You know, I'm sure there's some that we don't know. So we wish happy birthday to Frank Haley. Frank is 91 years old this year. And to Violet Cumston, we have had her on our list for a while. She'll be 93 this year. Marion Calsey will be 94. Ruth McHenry, Elizabeth Kusin, Mildred Kreisner. These three ladies are all going to be 96 years old this year, so we wish them a happy birthday also. We do have two that are a little older than 96, as a matter of fact. Joseph Sapienza and Grace Robinson are celebrating their 100th birthday this year. So we wish them a happy birthday as well. And I think these folks appreciate it. We send them a birthday card. We have a luncheon for them in October. And it seems to be a good program. We've been doing it for, how many? 6 years now. Thank you, Kathy. 6 years now. So we wish those folks a happy birthday. We do have something interesting tonight. The Miller family is here. And those who are going to be receiving, would you come up, please? I guess that's you, Ron. Is there anybody else? We're disappointed to hear about what your plans are. What are your plans?
Well, about 6 weeks ago, I was diagnosed with bone cancer. So after 75 or more years in business, I had to call it quits. So my dad used to work at the Coverdale mine and used to work on cars in the evening. So in 1937, he moved to Brightwood Road, and we've been there ever since. And I'd like to thank all the wonderful customers we had, because truthfully, they're more like family than they are customers. And I want to thank them all.
Well, thank you, Ron. And so your family have thought enough about this that they sent us some information, and so we put it together here, and we're going to do a little recognition of Miller Auto Parts right here. Whereas the original Miller Motors was opened in 1928 by Ron's dad, Joe Miller, and his 4 brothers. It was moved then to its present location, as Ron just said, on Brightwood Road in 1937, and was one of the first gas station repair shops in the area, as well as being a Jeep dealership during the 1950s. Whereas at 6 years old, Ron Miller started working part-time until after graduating from Bethel Park High School in 1955. When he started working full-time, he took over the family business in 1975. And whereas Ron and Lynn were married in 1963, and they have 3 daughters, Laura, Anita, and Audrey, and 3 grandchildren, Brenda, Brian, and Julia. Are you folks all here tonight? Are you all here? No, they're not here tonight. Okay. Oh, well, they're in California. They'll have their own party. Whereas in the 70s and 80s, Ron's 3 daughters were pumping gas or helping in the shop before they went off to college. And whereas in 1980, Ron's wife Lynn started working at Miller's and has been working with her husband ever since. And whereas during the past 2 summers, Ron's grandson Brian worked in the shop, also learning the trade. And whereas Ron was a professional drummer, a member of Bethel Park Marching Band. I didn't know you were a musician. Oh, all right. Marching band, the jazz band, and on the committee that started Telerama at the high school, as well as the committee that created the Bethettes. Now, that was quite a while ago. It was. Yeah. Yeah, well, yes, it's leaking out slowly. Whereas Ron has lived his entire life in the 2-block radius around Miller Auto Parts, and whereas on multiple occasions Ron has done skydiving, has a private pilot's license, and last fall rode in a World War II biplane. And whereas on August 24th, 2011, Ron and Lynn will be married 48 years, and they have never felt they had customers, just extended members of their family. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Clifford Morton, by virtue of the authority vested in me as the mayor of Bethel Park, and on behalf of the Bethel Park Municipal Council and all residents, do hereby proclaim this day, August 8th, 2011, be known as Miller Auto Parts Day in honor of Ron and Lynn and the Miller family, past and present. Congratulations, Ron. Let it happen. Except I do want to remind the folks that on the 27th of this month, the Black and Orange Ball that is going to be part of the celebration for the 125th year of Bethel Park being around is at the Community Center. It's going to be a great night, so if anybody is up to putting on their orange shirt. Oh, here's a man who's got his orange shirt on already. He's ready to go to the ball. Orange, black, that's all you have to do to get in. And the big shopping center over there, what they call Market District, is going to provide the food. So it's a great night. If you're thinking about it, give us a call. I'm sure you've heard about it. I believe that's all we have tonight. Mr. Chairman, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mayor. At this time, I'd like to turn to the approval of the minutes, and Mr. Allen.
I move that we approve the regular council meeting minutes of July 11th, 2011.
Second.
There's a motion and second that we approve the regular council meeting minutes of July 11th, 2011. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagna, would you please call the roll?
Givens,
Yes.
Hannon,
Yes.
Harrison,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Maury,
Yes.
O'Brien,
Yes.
Pate,
Yes.
Allen.
Yes.
Motion passes 8-0. At this time, I'd like to turn to the approval of the bills and payrolls, and Mr. Allen.
Okay, I move that we approve the bills and payrolls for the municipality per bill list number 080811 in the amount of $3,376,102.87.
Second.
There's a motion and second that we approve the bills and payrolls for the municipality per bill list number 080811 in the amount of $3,376,102.87. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagna, would you please call the roll?
Hannon,
Yes.
Harrison,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Maury,
Yes.
O'Brien,
Yes.
Pate,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Givens.
Yes.
Motion passes 8-0. At this time, I'd like to turn to the resident comment section for non-agenda items. Hearing none, can we turn to general policy and finance and Mr. Hannon?
We have one item on the agenda tonight, Mr. President. It's a resolution for Act 44, Conflict of Interest and Procurement Procedures. Move that we adopt a resolution establishing the conflict of interest and procurement procedures for the Bethel Parks pension plans.
Second.
There's a motion and second. We adopt the resolution establishing conflict of interest in procurement procedures for Bethel Park's pension plan. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagna, would you please call the roll?
Harrison,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Maury,
Yes.
O'Brien,
Yes.
Pate,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Givens,
Yes.
Hannon.
Yes.
8-0.
Motion passes 8-0. Mr. Hannon.
We have no further agenda items on our general policy and finance, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Hannon. Are there any additional items? We turn to planning and zoning, and we'll turn to Mr. Allen.
We have no items this evening under planning and zoning.
Thank you, Mr. Allen. Are there any additional items? Hearing none, can we turn to health, safety, and welfare, and we'll go to Mr. McLean.
Mr. President, we have no items under health, safety, and welfare this evening.
Thank you, Mr. McLean. Do we have any additional items? Hearing none, can we turn to public works and maintenance, and Mr. O'Brien.
Thank you, Mr. Maury. We have one item tonight, Shaycog rock salt contract. I move that we award the rock salt contract per agreement with Shaycog Joint Purchasing Program for the 2011-2012 winter season to Cargill Inc. for a low price of $55.83 per ton, with an option of an annual extending the contract for 3 years in accordance with the Community Service Director's Correspondence dated July 22nd, 2011.
Second.
There's a motion and second that we award the rock salt contract per agreement with Shaycog Joint Purchasing Program for the 2011-2012 winter season to Cargill Inc. for a low bid price of $55.83 per ton, with an option to annually extend the contract for 3 years in accordance with the Community Service Director's Correspondence dated July 22nd, 2011. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagna, would you please call the roll?
McLean,
Yes.
Maury,
Yes.
O'Brien,
Yes.
Pate,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Givens,
Yes.
Hannon,
Yes.
Harrison.
Motion passes 8-0. Mr. O'Brien.
Mr. Maury, I have a few other items tonight.
Mr. O'Brien.
First of all, I'd like to remind the residents that the farmers market is still open and still doing well. It'll be open until October 18th. It's from 3 to 7 p.m. at the community center. They have local milk, herbs, fudge, candy, jewelry, kettle corn, whatever you can think about. It's been a great success. We ask that you come out and support it. And again, it runs till October 18th, every Tuesday. Also, to Mr. Maury, I'd like to piggyback on the mayor about a happy birthday. One of the individuals he mentioned was Frank Haley. That's been my neighbor for the last 30 years, World War II veteran, and my friend. So I wish him a very happy birthday and a very lovely 91st birthday. Also to Mr. Maury, last but not least, as everyone knows, we had a very successful year at the Veterans Memorial. We had some divine intervention about finding two individuals, a Lieutenant Kelly and a PFC Walsh. And just as you think that maybe you've seen it all, something else happens. With conversations with Councilman McLean, he brought up to me that there possibly might be another individual from this town that lost his life in Vietnam from Bethel Park. And I'm going to turn it, Jim has graciously offered his services to the Veterans Memorial Committee to help us find this individual. And Jim is in a very unique position because he was born and raised here, and it's based on his information from his family. So without further ado, Jim.
Mr. O'Brien, thank you very much. The individual that Mr. O'Brien is referring to is actually someone who lived next door to me when I was growing up, my childhood home, which is on Myrna Drive. And it occurred to me when I was at the memorial service this year that while I knew that this individual had died in Vietnam, he had not been recognized as part of any of the Bethel Park veterans recognition. What I wasn't certain of is whether or not, in fact, the house that was next door to us was in Bethel Park or not. Apparently, the Upper St. Clair Bethel Park line runs right through their property. So I inquired a little bit, primarily of my father, who said that his recollection is that the family did, in fact, declare themselves to be Bethel Park residents, and that his recollection is that this individual did attend Bethel Park High School. So with that bit of information, we are trying to see if we can find out some more information about the person. And as we've done successfully through this council before, we want to make people aware of his name and see if there's some information that we can obtain. His name is Charles Michael Swaim. That's S-W-A-I-M. He was private first class in the Marine Corps Reserve. He died in Vietnam on February 10th, 1967. As I said, his home here in Bethel Park was on Myrna Drive. We are looking for any confirmation we can have about his attendance at the high school or any family members. I did send an email to a brother who had identified himself on the Vietnam Wall information, but it came back a bad email address. So that attempt hasn't been successful yet. But if anyone knows of any current family members or any other information and can get in touch with us, we'd appreciate it. You get in touch with Mr. O'Brien or myself. Our information is on the Bethel Park website, and we'd be greatly appreciated. As we always want to do, we want to recognize those from Bethel Park who have made the ultimate sacrifice and identify them when we can. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McLean and Mr. O'Brien.
That's all, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. O'Brien. Any additional items?
Move we adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Good night, everyone.
I'm State Representative Matt Smith, and I'm happy to invite you to my 5th annual Senior Fair. The event will take place Thursday, October 6th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Galleria Mall located at 1500 Washington Road. You'll find information about programs and services available to you and your family. My staff will also be on hand to answer questions on any state issues. You won't want to miss the free health screenings and free flu shots. If you're insured through Medicare or other insurance, please bring your card. Last year, over 1,000 people attended the fair and over 500 people received immunization against seasonal flu. This will be my 5th year holding the event, and every year I'm fortunate to have more and more attendees every single year. It has become a one-stop shop for seniors to get information on services available to you. For more information on the event, please call my office at 412-571-2169 or visit my website at www.pahouse.com/msmith. Again, that's Thursday, October 6th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Galleria Mall at 1500 Washington Road. Thank you very much. Hi, I'm State Representative Matt Smith, and I'm happy to tell you about an event that I'm hosting with Bethel Park. It's a paper shredding and recycling event that we're holding on Saturday, September 17th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the parking lot of Independence Middle School at 2807 Bethel Church Road. Consumer fraud and identity theft are occurring with more frequency in our community. To raise awareness and promote prevention, I'm hosting this event with Bethel Park in a safe and secure way to destroy unneeded documents free of charge. The shredding occurs on site and the paper is later recycled. You can even watch the paper be destroyed. You can bring papers containing personal information such as credit card statements, application, bank statements, income tax information, and personal health information. At previously held shredding events, we've destroyed several tons of paper. And if you're interested in obtaining additional information, please contact my office at 412-571-2169. Again, that's Saturday, September 17th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Independence Middle School. Thank you very much. Hi, I'm State Representative Matt Smith, and I'll be hosting a special tribute to Vietnam War veterans on Thursday, November 3rd from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Bethel Park Community Center. I began this effort in 2008 with an effort to recognize veterans of World War II, and last year we honored Korean War veterans. I'm honored to continue this effort by hosting the event to recognize Vietnam War era veterans for their sacrifice to our nation. If you are a veteran and would be interested in attending this special event, please contact my office. While we will specifically be honoring Vietnam veterans, all veterans and their families are welcome to be part of this commemoration of those who served. For more information or to register for the event, please contact my office at 412-571-2169 or visit my website at www.pahouse.com/msmith. Thank you very much.